Good morning. So today you're joining us on the North Tyne. We're on a Riverdale Hall beat called Redwood, which is the beat just before the River Reed comes in. There's a big Kielder release going on, so that's why I've got plenty of flow. It's cold, like, because the water that comes out of Kielder Reservoir tends to be cold, and I can certainly feel it in my toes. But hopefully it's got plenty of fish running, and I have seen a lovely salmon jumping down there about 3 times. And I think last week this beat was fishing well, and I think it's a very good piece of water, so quite hopeful for today. Though I must admit I haven't really had any success fishing the Kielder releases so far. I've found that it seems to make the fish a little bit it seems to put the fish down a bit. But, you know, we've got to keep the faith. Hopefully we can latch into a proper fish today. Started fishing at 6:30. So, it took us about just over an hour to get here. So I was up until 4 o'clock this morning. So, baker's time. And let's hope it's worthwhile. I think I've just had my first inquiry. It was just a very half-hearted tug. We'll try the same cast again, hopefully. I'm at the end of this first long pool. This is the Reed's Mouth pool where the River Reed comes in. It's bloody freezing this water. I mean, toes are absolutely numb. But there's a few fish showing. There's definitely a few salmon around. I've seen some clean salmon jumping over on the far bank. Well, not on the far bank, just under the far bank. My casting rhythm's gone a bit here, but you know it is a bloody freezing. I need some breakfast. I'm gonna have to get out short and get something to eat. Since I got on the road so early this morning, I didn't get a chance to get any breakfast into me. And it's not ideal for the best fishing performance. It's no good fishing on an empty stomach. The end of the top part of this now, so it's time to switch over beats. This afternoon we're going to be on another piece of the river. I'm not entirely sure which one it is, but I guess we shall short find out. So sadly it's been a blank this morning so far. So it was a blank morning, but hopefully we're looking for a little bit better luck this afternoon. Here's where we're fishing, and doesn't it look nice? So that's a big island there, and then apparently fish sit in that little bit of slack and that little V in front of the island, and then all down the side. And apparently it's all gravel bottom in here. It's shallow on this bank and the depths on the far bank. It's supposed to be a lovely wade all the way down. So I'm looking forward to fishing this. And then after that, the other pool that the other rod is fishing, it's like a long glide, and it looks lovely as well. So I'm looking forward to this afternoon. Going to be some good fishing. Hopefully we might get a fish. So the gillie's advice was to fish right along the side of the island, which obviously is asking for trouble. Try not to get too close. Certainly is a nice day for salmon fishing. It was quite cool this morning, but there's just a little bit more warmth in the air now. A slight mugginess to the atmosphere, and it's been lovely and overcast all day. The great British summer continues, really. It's been fabulous weather for salmon fishing this year. Lesson there from Adam the Gilly, which has helped me out a lot. I wasn't coming round far enough on my single spait, and therefore wrapping the bottom leg all around the top. So it's always good to take advice from anybody that you can. I've got a Calvin shrimp plastic tube on, and it looks really good in the water. And I think just in this Kielder water we might need some sort of stimulus to try and provoke the fish. Because my little small fly approach didn't seem to be working. Come on fishy, switch on. They've had this, so it's a 16 cubics release today, and I think that means it's 16 cubic meters per second of water. And it's been on for a few days. Now, what seems to happen is that the first day or two of the Kielder release, then fish will be on the take, but after it's been on steadily for a few days, it sort of puts them off a bit. And this has been running for the best part of a week. So I'm guessing Kielder Reservoir is just very full, and they're having to let a lot of the water out of it. That's another thing we're blessed with here in the northeast of England. We've still got salmon and we've got lots of water. I'm sure they're here. And I saw plenty of fish in that other pool we were fishing this morning. I just think they're just down in a big doggo. Oh, I'm tired. Oh. Well, we need some sort of hot food and coffee. I think a bacon and egg sandwich would fit the bill. Bacon, egg sandwich and a nice cup of coffee. That might revive my spirits. Another sheep. I think it's time I cleaned the van. It's getting pretty nasty in here. This is indicative of mid-fishing season. This is what happens when all you think about is fishing and nothing else. I've been putting loads of things on hold recently, which is not very wise. Squeeze one more in there. So this is not a bad setting to have lunch. even though it's afternoon and I haven't had any breakfast. But yeah, there's no time for airs and graces today. We're going straight in from the pan. I was going to eat it with that big spoon, but I managed to find a fork in the glove box, obviously. Oh, I need this. Ah, it's very civilised sitting here, I must say. Especially now I've got coffee and cherry juice. Carla, you don't even like this. You don't like this. So, do you want to bet? It's because you're an old lady, you like cake. No, no more, you can't eat cake. No, shoo. Go on, shoo. Oh, I needed my lunch. Absolutely starved. You know, I might make the very unconventional step of having a power snooze. And I suspect that when I've had a power snooze, I might be a more effective salmon fisherman. And then I've got this nice long glide to fish afterwards. It's very nice here. So I've got an absolutely huge amount of water to cover here. Looking downstream, it's really wide, but it's like literally, it's enormous. I think I'm probably just going to spend the rest of my day fishing this thoroughly. If there's not a fish in this pool, then that's it. There's no fish for me today. To be honest, I think I may have slightly resigned myself to that fate anyway. But it doesn't stop me wanting to fish this bit of water. We're going to continue with this conehead, Calvin shrimp tube and Red Francis combination. And just see how that goes. If I find I keep snagging the bottom, then I'll change the point fry to like a dressed fry. I'll put an alley shrimp on or something. I think I'm okay on the fly because it's just a plastic cone head, it's not very heavy. So far it doesn't seem to be snagging up and I'm still in the shallow part. Seen a fish move far downstream, a proper fish. There's been a lot of trout and some nice trout amongst them. But that was a proper fish. So the fly's coming around at an absolutely lovely pace. And it really stands out in the peaty water. I can't believe nobody fancies having an attack of it. This is actually the nicest wading that I've experienced on the North Tyne so far. So we're getting down to the end of this pool where that big slack corner is over there on the near bank. And the instructions were to cast across to that tree over there and just let it swing right round into that pool itself, or into that part of the pool itself. That's the last throw of the dice. After this I'm going to call it a day. I had a bit of a touch this morning, but other than that the river's felt as flat as a top. And I think it's just because they've had, you know, 3 days of solid of 16 cubic to kill their release, so it's just put everything to sleep, including my toes. So I think I'll probably admit defeat unless I hook anything down here. and call it a day. It's been a good day, I've enjoyed it. It's a lovely piece of river, it's very peaceful. And Adam the Gilly, he offers a very good service, so he is available for guiding, and his guiding rates are very, very reasonable. I'm fairly sure that if you came up here in the back end, like September, October, he would put you on a fish for sure. Unfortunately for me, I was unable to locate the fish today. I was definitely fishing the pool of fish this morning. So this beat I fished today is Reedswood. This part is upper Reedswood, and where I was this morning was lower Reedswood. And that lower Reedswood pool absolutely had fish in it. This pool's probably got fish in it too, but they're either trout or very, very sleepy salmon. So that was the penultimate cast. It wasn't the best, and the next one is definitely going to be the last cast, so we'll let it swing right into that pool, which is pretty deep by the look of things, and then call it a day. I think collectively we should all wish for a fish on the last cast. Let's have one right in the last noggings. So come on, everybody at home. I wish Rob a fish. Save this video from being yet another dull blank video. Okay, I'm gonna have to do one more cast because that didn't go out nicely. The loop got caught in the rod rings. So you have to wish again. So I wish anyway. Oh, look, that was a proper fish. I think it might have been a big trout. Okay, so that's still not the best cast, so that was definitely the second last cast, and the next one is definitely the last cast. Oh, come on, Fortune, smile upon me. Oh yeah, it really drops off here. Probably salmon lying there upside down, so entirely comatose with cold water that they're just not interested. I'll probably pull my fly over the tops of the backs and don't even care. Right, here we go, it's last cast saloon. Let's make this one count. That was a terrible cast. Right, come on. Definitely this is now last cast saloon. I'm not doing any more last casts. This one's got to go out right. I've not had my best casting today, I must admit. Oh, that'll do. Good enough. Right, come on fishies. Get a hold of that. Let's have a dance before I've got to go home. I'll give it a bit of a waggle. that's it, all done. Wanna go for a walk? Yeah, I think you probably do. Oh, I'll take you for a walk. Oh. Thanks for joining me in another day in the Blanca's life, but you know, salmon fishing, it's not easy. See you in the next one.